Hi, Derek with Eliminex. We're here in East Brunswick, New Jersey. I'm just doing the friend's home. They've been having hares, cottontails, rabbits all over the property. You can see the property is really not that awesome, but they like eating up grass, going behind the hedges, going back and forth. And the problem is what they do, they dig a lot of holes, and when the kids playing rabbits, they dig the holes, and you can like end up spraining your ankle or breaking something or falling on your face because they dig up the yard, getting the root systems and stuff like that. So I put this trap out. I caught one like 3 weeks ago, right away. But then we had the other one. It was like evading the trap for like 2 weeks. Just said, well, I didn't do it for 2 weeks straight, but I put it out for like 4 days in the driveway, wherever we were seeing it, and it would just bypass it because it's a device, you know. And rabbits, you know, they see something that's not natural, and they're not going to trust it. So you could you lure them in with all kinds of stuff. You should definitely do some research on some animal control websites. Us as a company, Eliminex, we only go after nuisance wildlife, like nuisance squirrels, structure infesting animals. I don't like to put traps, do trapping in yards for people for groundhogs and skunks and stuff like that, because you end up catching non-target animals like cats. Like if you're trying to catch groundhogs, you'll catch skunks, possums, cats, squirrels, birds, and you know they could die in those traps if you don't get to them within 4 the day. They can die, you know, being out in the elements and the heat with no water. So we don't really get involved with that kind of wildlife, because you got to have a lot of customer base. Wildlife companies, that's all they do is drive around checking traps. That's how they do their service. But we don't. We're too busy doing other work, so we can't. We end up, you know, missing out on forgetting about the traps. So we don't want to do that. We do the nuisance wildlife for squirrels. It's very targeted, and we can drive by the house and check those traps. And we don't catch non-target squirrels, because the way we place our traps, we're going to catch the ones that are getting into the structure. So it's very limited time. But with this one, we're going to see. I predicted the rabbit. Took about this trap's been here for a whole week. We put apples and celery and carrots to try to lure it in. It gets lured in by smell. There's plenty of grass and seeds and roots for it to feed on, but you entice it with something different that it's not used to eating, and it smells it. So let's hope we caught us. Yes! Finally. Oh, it's a possum, but that's good. That's good. I didn't want to catch. See, this is the non-target animal. It's a possum. That's a big one. That's been running around our... Whoa. I'm kind of glad I caught this. Look at that sucker. I wanted to catch the rabbit. I ended up catching the possum. He's laying down. He's enjoying his day. Hello, possum. So we're gonna relocate this one. The possums and skunks and groundhogs are very resourceful, so you can relocate these. There's a couple spots that I'm allowed to take these, because these aren't considered nuisance wildlife. So if I take these like down another area of the neighborhood, it's still going to acclimate to its environment. It's not going to create an imbalance. So it's unfortunate. I wanted to catch the rabbit. So the rabbit has evaded the trap, but that's why I don't get into wildlife trapping. He's shy. That's why I don't get into... Oh, he's baring his teeth. That's possum. Called playing possum. They play possum. They bare their teeth. Very lazy. They wouldn't bite. They wouldn't even try to bite. They just bare their teeth to show. Ooh, it's called playing possum. Bare their fangs. It's a very lazy way to be aggressive. So this is why I don't get into the wildlife thing, because you end up catching non-target animals, and the customer wants a certain thing or another thing, and then they want you to release this one. So if you release this one, you might catch it again. So I don't get involved with that, but this is my friend's property. He'd be happy to get this thing off his property. Oh my God, look at that. They dig holes, they live in sheds, they have babies, they live in garages, they'll live under your deck. And they're very difficult to get rid of. Once you have a possum and you try to target that, it is near impossible to catch. So I'm going to take this one away, put the trap back, try to catch that rabbit. Darn, that's a shame. But this is the kind of wildlife I wouldn't want on my property either, so I'm sure my friend will be appreciative I got rid of it. Okay, Derek with the Eliminex. Well, when I have good news with the rabbit, I'll post a video on that one.